Charter schools are getting an extra $1.6 million from the school district after a change of heart by the school board last night.
ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick shows us how those schools plan to spend the cash.
Originally, the Sarasota County School Board voted to give charter schools just $525 per student. That was about $300 short of their budget. So schools like the Sarasota Suncoast Academy wrote letters like this to the school board asking them to change their minds. And they did. Charter schools like the Sarasota Suncoast Academy are now getting just shy of $800 per student, which is exactly what they budgeted for, despite receiving about $1,300 per student last year. That was a banner year. That money was used to harden charter school campuses. At Sarasota Suncoast Academy, new cameras were installed that can be monitored from anywhere in the building, new fences went up, and a buzzer system was installed to enter the school office. Now, with more money coming from the district's capital improvements budget, these types of school security improvements can continue.
We're not looking to make money off of it. We're looking to make sure that we take care of the things that we can. More money always helps, but we're not greedy. So the 30% that they have inside of their 5-year plan was what we were hoping for. And so from that standpoint, I think we're all thrilled with the outcome of last night's meeting.
Just because this extra money is coming out of the district's capital improvements budget, that doesn't mean that other schools in the districts are losing any of their projects. According to Superintendent Todd Bowden, the projects that they had planned were coming out under budget, so the district had the extra money to give to the charter schools. Reporting in Sarasota, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Jess. Florida lawmakers and Governor Rick Scott are clashing now over school security. Legislators are rejecting Scott's push to give school districts another $58 million to hire more school police officers. Lawmakers say the money should remain budgeted for the state's Guardian program, which allows districts to hire armed civilian security guards and armed non-teaching employees. But only a third of the state school districts are actually using Guardians. So Scott wants that extra money to be freed up to hire police officers. New at 4, Manatee County Sheriff's investigators are asking for help finding a teenager who's now been missing for nearly 2 weeks. 16-year-old Edward Gordon was last seen on August 9th at a home on Southern Pine Lane. Deputies say Gordon left with his medicine, but they don't know how much he has with him. If you know where Gordon may be, call the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. Also new at 4, a man who was hit by a car in Sarasota last night has died. Sarasota police say the man was struck while walking near 10th Street and US 41 just before 9:30. He was rushed to the hospital where he later died. His name has not been released as police try to notify his family. New developments on a South Florida bridge collapse that killed 6 people. A judge ruling the Florida Department of Transportation must release public records. The judge ruling the documents are public records under Florida law and cannot be withheld. FDOT argued the documents could not be made public due to an ongoing federal investigation into that collapse. The Miami Herald later sued FDOT to get them released. Transportation officials are now reviewing the judge's order. Jacqueline joins us now with the latest on Ohio State University football coach Urban Meyer.
Scott Urban Meyer's future may soon be determined. The Ohio State University Board of Trustees meeting today to decide if he should be punished for how he handled domestic abuse allegations against a former assistant coach. Following the allegations, the school created a new office to respond to sexual harassment, along with other forms of discrimination. OSU says the new office will help people at the university who have experienced, witnessed, or have become aware of sexual misconduct. Authorities in Colorado have charged Chris Watts with killing his 2 daughters and pregnant wife. But his behavior following the killings is leading to speculation about whether he is a psychopath. These Facebook photos and videos tell a story about a doting father who appeared to love his wife and little girls. But we now know there was a much darker side to Watts. Dr. Kim Gorgans is a clinical professor and specializes in the psychology of criminal behavior. She believes Watts may very likely be a psychopath.
Persons who have a psychopathic personality are granted intimate access to people because they're really good at building those relationships and mimicking emotions.
Watts claims he murdered his wife only after he saw her strangling one of their daughters. But only time will tell whether his story is really what happened. The Catholic Diocese of Pittsburgh has received about 50 new allegations of abuse over the past week. That's according to a spokesperson within the diocese who said all of those allegations are prior to 1990 and go back as far as the 1940s. Now, this comes in the wake of a Pennsylvania grand jury report documenting decades of alleged sexual abuse by priests and a system of cover-ups by church higher-ups. More than 300 priests are accused of sexually abusing more than 1,000 children. Well, let's send it back to Scott for the latest on red tide here on our Suncoast beaches. Scott?
Well, Jacqueline, over the past 3 weeks, Manatee County has cleaned up nearly 160 tons of dead sea animals due to red tide, with more than half of that coming from Anna Maria Island. ABC 7's Jackie Kelly joins us now from Anna Maria Island with how the county plans to continue cleaning up that area. Jackie?
Well, Scott, there's not many beachgoers here on the sand today on Anna Maria Island, and now the water is kind of a brownish color, and there are dead fish on the sand, and some are floating in the water. Manatee County says the beaches are being cleaned with their sand rakers daily. They are also getting help from inmates and volunteers to clean the areas. Last week, the county added dumpsters at multiple boat ramps on Anna Maria Island where anyone could dispose of dead sea creatures, and they say they have added those dumpsters into neighborhoods that are seeing dead fish in their backyard canals. The county also has started a red tide hotline where residents can report fish kills. And at 6 o'clock tonight, I'll be talking with a local fisherman who tells me how the red tide here in Manatee County has affected his business. Back to you.
All right, Jackie, thank you. Governor Scott announcing today the Florida Department of Environmental Protection is providing additional $3 million in grant funding. That money will go to communities affected by red tide. With this funding, DEP has already committed $750,000 to Manatee County, nearly $100,000 to Sarasota County. The funding is in addition to the $3 million grant program launched in July by DEP for counties impacted by blue-green algae. Now, red tide is also impacting restaurants that offer waterfront views. Pop's Sunset Grill in Nokomis Beach is struggling to get customers as the smell of dead fish continues to plague the area. Because the restaurant is mostly outdoor seating, employees and guests have been complaining of respiratory issues, but the brown water and foul smell isn't the only thing that's driving customers away.
Yeah, we've seen a manatee float by. This morning when I came in, there was a couple of fish floating by, but more or less I think the fish kill's about done, and at least through here. I don't know if there's any more fish left.
Travis says the usual lunch crowd has been cut in half since red tide has hit the area. Sarasota closing a Bayfront Children's area because of red tide. The Children's Fountain at Bayfront Park closed today, and staff will reassess conditions at the park tomorrow and then decide if it should be reopened then. And a reminder, you can check out all of our coverage on red tide. Just go to our website, mysuncoast.com/red tide. Still ahead at 4, Port Canaveral will soon be home to the largest cruise ship from the world's biggest cruise line. Plus, a thief in Iowa caught in the act thanks to a doorbell camera, what the thief did after he was caught by the homeowner. And the latest on Hurricane Lane as it barrels closer to Hawaii, the new warnings for residents of the Aloha State. Hunger is a growing problem in our area, and a huge number of Suncoast residents are suffering in silence.
It could be your coworker,
Your child's classmate.
or your friend fighting to secure their next meal. But you can help.
ABC 7 is partnering with local organizations to help feed the Suncoast.
Go to mysuncoast.com/hunger to join the fight. Help us.
Help the hungry.
According to Golf Digest, 2 of the nation's top golf resorts are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, the Auburn Opelika Marriott at Grand National, and the Renaissance Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa in Birmingham. Plus, the Marriott at Grand National was recognized as Hotel of the Year by Marriott International. Experience luxury and world-class golf Southern style. Visit RTJ Golf/resorts or call 800-949-4444 to book your trip to the trail.
Another pair of satisfied emotions. Looks to me like elation and maybe some amazement. It's part of the Honda Summer Spectacular event experience. You could say satisfaction comes standard here, just like the Honda Accord comes standard with a luxurious, roomy interior. All at the Honda Summer Spectacular event.
We see it all the time.
Visit your local Honda dealer and test drive the Honda Accord, 2018's North American Car of the Year.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system could make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now, SoClean.com has released the world's first automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs and bacteria. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer, risk-free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
The SoClean works, and it's a really effective product, and I couldn't believe how easy it was to use.
SoClean works on all popular CPAP machines and masks, destroying CPAP germs and bacteria without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and walk away. Voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited-time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398, or visit SoClean.com today.
More than 1 million Floridians have already cast their ballots in the August 28th primaries, but time is running out to request a vote-by-mail ballot. The deadline now less than an hour away, 5 o'clock tonight, to seek a vote-by-mail ballot for next Tuesday's election. All those mail-in ballots have to be received by 7 o'clock on August 28th. It's also day 5 of early voting for next week's primary, and already the supervisor of elections in Sarasota County says he's seen about a 13% turnout so far. Early voting continues through Saturday, and we have a list of the polling locations on our website, mysuncoast.com. Jacqueline is in the newsroom now with a look at what's trending. Jacqueline.
Scott, the Little Rock Police Department releasing surveillance video of a helicopter crash that injured a pilot. You can see that pilot trying to get off of the ground. The chopper suddenly tilts sideways, smashing the rotary blades into the ground. It all happened on August 16th at the department's training facility. Authorities say the pilot was doing a test run of new equipment when that chopper violently flipped over due to straight line winds. Well, Colorado firefighters rescued a dog that was trapped under a house for more than 30 hours. Eyewitnesses say that dog, named Luna, got stuck after chasing a rabbit underneath the home. Responders had to dig carefully so that house didn't collapse. Eventually, the Jack Russell Terrier was pulled out and appeared uninjured, but she was sent to the vet to be checked out as a precaution.
Put that back right now! I'm calling the police!
Well, a thief in Des Moines, Iowa was caught in the act, all thanks to a doorbell camera. You can see a man with a bike walks up to the home and then grabs the air conditioning unit right off of the front porch. That security video shows the robber loading the AC unit onto a trailer on the back of his bike, but after the homeowner yelled at that man, he kindly returned the unit back to the porch. Well, authorities are hoping this explosive video will lead them to a suspected arsonist who targeted an SUV outside of a home in Miramar, Florida. Surveillance images captured the man igniting a jug of liquid onto that vehicle. The vehicle's owners were home at the time, but luckily no injuries were reported. Police posted that video to Facebook, highlighting identifying features of the man. They say any tips that lead to an arrest may be eligible for a reward. Well, let's send it back to Scott in the newsroom with a new cruise ship that is coming to Florida's coast. Scott?
Yeah, Jacqueline, it's a big one too. Carnival Cruise Line says it's bringing its largest cruise ship to the Space Coast. Carnival reaching an agreement to make Port Canaveral the home of a ship that can accommodate 5,300 passengers. The 180,000-ton ship will debut in 2020. Construction on that ship begins later this year, and it will be powered by liquefied natural gas. American Airlines is grounding some international flights. The airline blaming fuel prices and is cutting flights from the U.S. to places like Shanghai, Munich, and Toronto. The flights will be cut from the schedule starting later this year. Let's get to Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan now for our first alert forecast. Bob?
Thanks, Scott. Some clouds around. A few isolated showers now starting to pop up in the Gulf of Mexico. I hope you had a good Wednesday so far. And looks like most of the storms along the East Coast, that front still to the north weakening, and high pressure still bringing us now the light west to southwest wind across the region for the most part. We'll take a look at the radar picture and show you that activity pretty strong along the East Coast from Daytona Beach and southward near Fort Pierce. and near Lake Okeechobee. One lone storm near Northport really starting to fire up with a lot of lightning there, and you can see some activity east and southeast of Arcadia. One lone storm, there it is, popping up near Whitney Beach and a few just to the west of Siesta Key. Those are going to be moving onshore in the next half hour or so. But near Northport, Cranberry Boulevard getting some heavy rainfall. We'll take it down to street level and show you that. North Toledo Blade Boulevard all the way to I-75 and Plantation Boulevard. Some pretty heavy rainfall right now with a few frequent lightning strikes. There again is the heavy rainfall. It's all kind of drifting to the southeast. You'll see that in the last 45 minutes or so, that gentle trend toward the southeast. There's not a lot of wind to move it around, but you can see it's starting to spread a little bit closer to Murdoch, so look out down south of that one. And then this has just flared up in the last half hour near Whitney Beach, Longboat Key, and just to the west of Siesta Key. All this pushing to the east, so you can expect a brief shower or two this next hour or so, and then we'll see it again. Some isolated late night storms are possible as well with this flow, but main threat will be inland areas. Some heavy rainfall anticipated there, and looks like it will stay in this pattern for us on Friday with a pretty good chance for some morning showers and storms scattered about along the coast. A pretty good chance, a little bit higher than we saw today, and then again it looks like that will be the case on Friday. Eventually that front fades away to the north. You can see that dry air just now moving into Gainesville, Jacksonville, all throughout the Panhandle. That's the leading edge of that front. We're going to be out ahead of it. That means we'll stay in the warm, moist sector. Our lows tonight will be well above average, upper 70s expected, and not a lot of dry air around. It's down to our south into the Bahamas and further south in the Caribbean. All is quiet again in the Atlantic. Nothing going on there. In fact, the coldest main development region we've seen in some time still exists all throughout the Atlantic, although things are starting to warm up a bit in the Caribbean. The visible and IR satellite imagery of what we have out here is Lane. Lane was at one point a Category 5 storm, and it looks like it is getting a little bit weaker on the southwest corner there, not nearly symmetrical as it had been last night and this morning, but does show a very powerful still Category 4 hurricane. And there it is, the hurricane tracker, 155-mile-an-hour winds. It's moving to the west-northwest, and it's expected to turn off to the west eventually, but it looks like it will be downgraded as it makes its way off to the northwest, still generating big surf and expected to generate big surf for the next several days in the Hawaiian Islands. We have nothing like that here going on at this point in the Atlantic Basin. 87 right now. We have some clouds around, and the heat index not too terrible at 97. That's what it feels like out there. As far as the highs go tomorrow, we'll see highs right around 90 degrees and heat indices up near 100 degrees to 101 degree. We'll look for that to stay with us too. And warm and muggy overnight low temperatures expected. Nationally, that storm over the northeast starting to wind on down, but you can see the trailing cold front extending all the way down into north central Florida. And then out west, a storm system moving through the plain states. That rainfall now in Pennsylvania, fairly heavy. New York getting some rainfall. Vermont, New Hampshire, and Connecticut, Rhode Island getting rain today in clouds. And over the central U.S., this fast-moving storm system not doing a whole lot as far as producing rough weather goes, but it's been kind of comfortable temperature-wise. Kansas City 74, 80 in Detroit. That's the high tomorrow. 80 as well into Toronto, Cleveland. We'll see a high of 79 tomorrow. For boaters, winds out of the west-southwest, and they'll be running 5 to 10 knots. So you don't see any easterly flow there. That's the fact that we got rid of that east wind now, and we're going to see that steady west wind for the next couple of days. A 40% chance for morning showers, a little bit better chance for afternoon storms inland. Same holds true for Friday. Rain chance bounces back to 60% for late day storms on Saturday and even on Sunday. Pretty good bet to see some pretty heavy storms with a lot of frequent lightning as well, and then temperatures staying pretty close to seasonal averages right through the period. And if you haven't done so already, please do. The First Alert Weather app, download it now today, and you'll get frequent updates on that, any kind of weather warnings that are going on, as well as some updates. We push the red tide alerts and the new updates on that app once we get them from the FWC. So just go to your app store and download WWSB First Alert Weather.
Bob, you were showing us Hurricane Lane, very impressive on the satellite, and the governor of Hawaii is now issuing state of emergency ahead of the hurricane. People across the island stocking up now on water, food, and supplies ahead of what is now a strong Category 4 storm. National Weather Service says it could be life-threatening. Officials are warning people that they don't have enough shelter space to meet the estimated demands of the population of Hawaii.
And the storm center is tracking possibly to make landfall Thursday or Friday. Depends upon if it makes that move to the left quicker or does not. Sustained winds, as I said, already hit 155 miles per hour right now. They were as high as 160. The last hurricane to be that strong was Loke back in 2006. And they don't get these big ones like this as often. A flood watch is in effect for all the islands starting this morning through Friday afternoon. Regardless of whether they see the winds, they're still going to see some heavy rainfall and some 25-foot waves possibly.
Wow, that's something else. All right, Bob, thank you. Still to come in your Suncoast News, a new study says 90% of people do not understand expiration dates on labels. We'll have some quick tips so you know your food is still safe to eat.
Hey everyone, I'm Stephanie Roberts from Suncoast View. Here's what's coming up Thursday morning at 9. It is the final weekend of the Venice Theater Summer Cabaret Festival, and it features Rodgers and Hammerstein. You won't want to miss this preview. Plus, we'll learn how auctioneers talk so fast and the do's and don'ts for our charity auctions, and acupuncture and how it helps addiction. That's all coming up Thursday morning at 9.
If you think it's hot outside, just wait until you see even hotter savings inside. Only at Rugs As Art Hot Summer Savings Sale event will you find the lowest prices on a vast selection of stunning rugs, furniture accents, and accessories. This special event only happens once a year, so hurry in before the best selections are gone. The Hot Summer Savings event ends soon, so don't miss out on the best prices ever. Rugs As Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
We just finished dinner and it was time for homework. He hates homework. It makes no sense.
I don't know how he finds anything in his backpack.
I can't find my backpack.
I couldn't even read his handwriting.
Holding the pencil makes my hand hurt.
I know he's bright.
Why is it so hard for me?
He's
I'm
just
trying
gotta
as
try a
hard
little
as
harder.
I can.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
WWSB ABC7 is an equal opportunity employer, and we're looking for qualified people to join our dynamic team. For a list of current openings and to apply online, visit www.mysuncoast.com/contact/employment. If you're a motivated team player and you want a rewarding career in a fun, fast-paced working environment, WWSB ABC7 could be the perfect fit for you. Check out our list of openings now.
Ever looked at food packaging and then wondered if it's still safe to eat? Well, food labels have dates that are sell by, best if used by, and it can be confusing at times. So here are some quick tips from Consumer Reports on understanding what those labels actually mean. Best if used by lets consumers know the product is going to taste better before the date listed. The sell by date is set by manufacturers to let retailers know when to remove the product from their shelves. If you're still not sure, the USDA has a free app. It's called Food Keeper to help you decide on whether to keep it or throw it out. All right, let's get back to Jacqueline now in the newsroom with a quick look at some of the other stories we're working on tonight.
Scott, Sarasota County Schools made new additions to all 42 public schools in the area this summer. Coming up at 5, we'll hear how students are adjusting to the finished product. And tonight at 6, the latest on a Sarasota-based travel agency that's been under fire for allegedly owing millions of dollars to customers nationwide. Let's send it back to Bob in the newsroom for a look at our final forecast.
Well, some wonderful photos were sent in last night. We've had 2 spectacular sunsets here in a row. This was from last night. Captain Kathy out there looking out in the Gulf of Mexico near Cortez, and she's out of Cortez. She's takes a lot of folks around for some sightseeing. And Roberts Bay, Jim Gunter getting this. And they all reported when they sent these photos in, it looked absolutely outstanding. However, it didn't smell very pleasant. Siesta Key, Steve Hall getting the crepuscular rays right there, as you see. And this one from Rita Zucchelli showing the Tony Chaprito Pier there, where a lot of folks get out there and do some fishing. I believe that's what it was. Titan radar picture showing some activity, and now I think that might have been the Venice Pier. Anyway, Northport showing some heavy weather there, a lot of lightning, and offshore these showers are starting to pop up now, just to the west and northwest of Siesta Key and Longboat Key, moving to the east. More at 5. Scott?
Thank you, Bob. Thank you for joining us on ABC 7 News at 4. And we hope to see you again in about 30 minutes.
Planning a Carnival Fantasy Cruise out of Mobile? Then check out the park and cruise packages at the luxurious Battle House and Renaissance Riverview Plaza hotels. Stay at the Battle House for $169 per night, or the Riverview Plaza for just $149 per night, and leave your car for the duration of your cruise. Includes transportation to and from the cruise terminal. If you're cruising out of Mobile, come stay with us. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT or visit Marriott.com now.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
We answered the call of duty and left our homes to serve in far-off lands. Now we answer another call, this time at home, in our own communities, to respond in times of chaos, to use our strength, our skills, and our experiences to bring hope amid devastation and destruction. Together, as a team of brothers and sisters, we're continuing our mission to make this country a little stronger and a little better each day. We are Team Rubicon.
About every 3 minutes in America, someone is diagnosed with a blood cancer. Light the Night brings together survivors and supporters to bring light to the darkness of cancer and to help fund life-saving research. Our goal is a world without blood cancers, and we're lighting the path to cures. The discoveries made in blood cancer research have led to breakthrough treatments for many cancers and other serious diseases. Help defeat the darkness of cancer. Join Light the Night today.
Today on Funny You Should Ask, John Lovitz, Vivica A. Fox, Louis Anderson, Byron Allen, Caroline Ray, Bill Engvall, and here's our host, John Kelly.
How about this 6? All right, welcome everybody to Funny You Should Ask, the show where every question has a funny answer. And won't you please show your love one more time for these true legends of comedy. right, time now to meet our two players. Everybody give a very warm welcome, please, to Dana and Jesse. All right, we came here to win some money. Let's get down to business. This is how we do it on Funny You Should Ask. We play 3 rounds. I ask the comics a question, they give an answer, and you figure out whether it's right or wrong. Every correct answer, you earn money, and whichever one of you has the most money at the end of 3 rounds not only wins the game, you'll step up for a shot at an extra $5,000. $5 grand. That's what we'd like to give away today. Jesse, you will go first for $100. Let's do that with the man, the myth, the legend, John Lovitz. Front row. John, true or false? According to an article in Men's Journal, 17% of Americans sleep in the nude.
Yet when I do it, I'm asked to leave the theater.
That's frightening to think about. True. Jesse, you think he's right or wrong?
I think he's right.
I saw you nodding along. You're absolutely right. True, it is. Jesse, out early, $100. Dana, your chance to get on the board. Let's do it with a woman voted one of People Magazine's 50 most beautiful. That's Vivica A. Fox. Vivica, true or false for you? Men who can touch the tip of their nose with their tongue are more likely to have a genius IQ.
They're also more likely to get a second date.
But
with all of that going on, I'm going to say it's false.
Okay, she says that is false.
I think she is right. This woman knows what she's talking about.
This woman does know what she's talking about. False. It is $100. All tied up. Jesse, your chance to grab that lead. Let's do it with Louis Anderson.
Thank you.
True or false as well? According to CNN, a 20-year-old man who survived a bear attack also survived a shark attack.
Dude, just stay home. I gotta go with true. I think he's wrong.
Might want to think again. It is true. It is true. Danny, your chance to grab the lead, and let's do it with Mr. Byron Allen. My man, hey, true or false? The most common official state dance is the square dance.
You see, this is why we need more black people in government. I'm gonna say that is odd but true.
I think he's right.
For $100, you are absolutely right as well.
Yeah.
Danny, for 2 for 2. Let's go back to you, Jesse, for $100, and let's bring in the radiant and multi-talented Caroline Ray. Sticking with the true or falses, same to you. In 2012, a 22-year-old woman auctioned off her virginity for $780,000.
Wow. All I got was dinner at Applebee's. I should have held out for the pie. As horrifying as that is, I do believe that that is true.
I think she's right.
You are absolutely right. Give him $100. Dana, a chance for you to grab the lead back. And let's do it with author and stand-up extraordinaire, Mr. Bill Engvall. Question to you. Taxes on things like tobacco, alcohol, or gambling are referred to as what?
Worth every penny. I believe that's known as a bonus tax.
He's right.
The sin tax. The sin tax, yeah. That wraps it up in round 1 here. It's $200 apiece. We'll continue with round 2 coming up right after this break.
Closed captioning provided by...
Winding down? Hard. Brushing teeth? Easy. New Act Kids toothpaste strengthens and protects developing teeth and helps prevent cavities. New Act Kids toothpaste.
Itchy skin distracting you? Cortisone 10. Works fast, and relief lasts 10 full hours. Cortisone 10. Feel the heal. I'm out of clubs.
As an engineer, I know how to keep complex systems running like clockwork.
Dulcolax, the constipation expert, provides dependable, effective relief in a range of products. Dulcolax, the science of going.
Boom. I won't be cleaning mold and mildew next week, thanks to this.
Did you know Lysol disinfectant spray can actually prevent mold and mildew growth?
Spray it every week to break the cycle. Lysol, what it takes to protect. Lysol Max Cover kills 99.9% of bacteria, even on soft surfaces. One more way you've got what it takes to protect.
Welcome.
Hi there.
So what do you look for in a vehicle?
Sleek designs.
Performance.
Dependability is top on my list.
Well, then here's some vehicles that deliver on that.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh, geez.
That's our truck.
It's our truck.
And they're our cars.
That's my Chevy.
Chevy's the only brand to have earned J.D. Power Dependability Awards across cars, trucks, and SUVs 3 years in a row.
Awesome. I'm proud.
Oh, it's like a dynasty. It's impressive.
Oh, look. Another anti-wrinkle cream in no hurry to make anything happen. Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair works in just 1 week with the fastest retinol formula to visibly reduce wrinkles. Neutrogena.
With tough food, your dentures may slip and fall. New Fixident Ultra Max Hold gives you the strongest hold ever to lock your dentures. So now you can eat tough food without worry. Fixident and forget it.
This is the Pepsi for America's best barbecue. Worthy of 100-mile detours and 1,000 likes. Looks good. This is the Pepsi for mopping, dipping, and dousing. Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you.
When it comes to milk, only Fairlife is ultra-filtered for 50% more protein and 50% less sugar. It's an oh-so-good, one-of-a-kind kind of milk. Fairlife.
Yes, the party continues. Welcome back, everybody, to Funny You Should Ask. We're now at round 2, and 2 is the magic number here. Dana with $200, Jesse with $200. But before we continue our game, I want to take a moment to get to know our players a little bit. Jesse, we're going to start with you. Take the stage and tell us about yourself.
Yes, I am a teacher, and
yes, we appreciate you, teachers. Thank you. If you win some money, what are you going to do with that cash?
If I win money, I am giving it to my landlord so I don't have to worry about LA rent for a while.
Wow. Got you. Dana, this is your chance to let everybody know about you.
I am happily married. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist in private practice.
Wow, okay. If you win this game today and get some money, what do you want to do?
I owe my mom everything. I'm always looking for opportunities to honor her for raising me by herself. So I would use the money towards building an addition on my home so that she always has a place of her own to stay with me.
Wow, I love that. That is beautiful.
Hi, Mom. Love you.
Great luck to both you players. Let's take home that cash and take care of Mama, too. All right, Dana, this is to you for $200.
Okay.
Let's do it one more time, everybody, with John Lovitz. John Lovitz. Hey, John. True or false? A Los Angeles man was arrested at his synagogue when his dog bit one of the congregation members.
Shalom, Felicia. Yeah, it's true.
Dana, what do you think, right or wrong?
I think he's wrong.
The right answer? That is false. Give her $200. Yeah. Jesse, your chance to get right back in the game. And the lovely Vivica A. Fox is here to get you that money. Hey, Vivica, true or false? According to HistoryInOrbit.com, Iceland is home to a volcano that once erupted for 4 straight years.
And John Lovitz wouldn't stop bragging about it. It's true.
Jesse, what do you think? Is she right or wrong?
I think she's wrong.
The right answer, true it is. Vivica A. nailed it. Dana, back to you and a chance to build on your lead. And let's do it with Louie Anderson.
Thank you.
Louie, true or false? According to the Nutrition Center, 50% of Americans say they eat bacon 3 or more days a week.
Come on, people. We can get those numbers up. I'm going to say that's true.
I think that he's wrong.
You do?
The right answer, it is false. Way to go with your instincts. False it is. You are absolutely correct. Dana now with $600. All right, Jesse, back to you for a couple of hundred. And Byron Allen back in the mix to get that money.
All right.
Hey, my man, question. A doctor who specializes in the functions and disorders of the urinary system is known as what?
Someone who regrets not going to law school. That's an easy one. A urologist.
I think he's right.
You're not alone. You're absolutely right. $200. Jesse, right back in the mix. Dana, back to you. And Caroline Ray here to get some money. True or false for you? There is a wedding ritual in Romania where a man stages a kidnapping of the woman he wants to marry.
Oh, yes. You had me at get in the trunk. Please let that be false for the sake of humanity.
I'm gonna say that it must be true.
The correct answer? True it is. Pay this woman, please. Let's take it back to Bill Engvall, everybody. He's here to make the money rain. Question, Bill. Complete the lyrics to this song by Ringo Starr. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're what?
Jailbait.
A man's got a point.
No, it's you're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine.
And you're mine. Jesse?
I think you are correct.
You're beautiful, and that is right. You are mine. Yes. That is the end of round 2. We're getting ready to go to round 3. We're going to do that coming up right at the break here on Funny You Should Ask.
Want to keep laughing? Download the free Funny You Should Ask game app today.
When I have a breakout from eczema, I feel like I'm in this shell.
Gold Bond Eczema Relief relieves 5 frustrating symptoms of eczema.
My skin's back.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system could make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now, SoClean.com has released the world's first automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs and bacteria. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer, risk-free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
The SoClean works, and it's a really effective product, and I couldn't believe how easy it was to use.
SoClean works on all popular CPAP machines and masks, destroying CPAP germs and bacteria without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and walk away. Voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited-time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
My life motto is keep moving. And as hard as it was when my husband passed away, I knew I had to keep doing what I love. Oops, coming. But I needed help with my insurance, and that's what the NAIC provides. They have resources to help you and your family make the best decision, and they'll help you to keep moving forward, just like me.
All across America, there are kids going hungry. It sounds crazy, but it's real. It's also a problem we're fixing. Kids who rely on school meals need help in the summer. That means neighborhood meal sites that are easy to get to and free for every kid. When you make breakfast part of a school day, a lot more kids get the chance to eat. These programs work. Over the past few years, 1/3 fewer children in the United States are facing hunger. Let's make No Kid Hungry a reality.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Welcome back, everybody, to Funny You Should Ask. A full day of entertainment. All comes down to this, the all-important round 3, and that scoreboard shows Dana with a slim lead over Jesse. This one is still wide open. I'll remind you, whichever one of you has the most money at the end of this round wins the game, keeps the money, and goes on for a shot at big dollars. We're talking $5,000. So let's make this happen. We want to give that money away today. And I'll also let you know that we play this round until time runs out. So we do want to keep it moving. Make sure you take home all the cash possible. Every correct answer, $300 now. Jesse, it's on you, and it's on John Lovitz, everyone. John Lovitz. True or false? According to Science Daily, 95% of people who live to be 110 are women.
And I just want to say, Caroline, you look great. True.
You heard him. What do you think? Is he right or wrong?
I think he's right.
That is, in fact, true. It is right there. Jesse.
All right, thank you, John.
Jumps out in the lead. Dana, back to you. You can grab that lead right back with Ms. Vivica A. Fox, everyone. Vivica A. Vivica A. Question. What is the English translation of the name Venezuela?
When you can't afford Brazil. Better known as Little Venice.
All right, she says Little Venice, Dana. Does that sound right or wrong?
I think she's right.
Yeah, Little Venice it is, yes.
Hey, girl, thank you.
Jesse, it's on you, and Mr. Louis Anderson would like to help you make it rain and get some money. Our question to you. Teddy Roosevelt once said, quote, "It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried what?"
The blooming onion at Outback Steakhouse. Your luck. Never tried your luck.
Never tried your luck.
I think he's wrong.
Correct answer, never to have tried to succeed. You are right.
All right.
Dana, this is on you. Mr. Byron Allen here to get that cash. Byron Allen, everybody. True or false? Scrabbleophobia is the fear of choosing the wrong letter in Scrabble.
Yeah, also known as selectile dysfunction.
That's clever.
I believe that is true.
I'm going to say he's wrong.
Good to go with your instincts. That is false. So yes, you're absolutely right.
Oh my goodness.
Jesse, it's back to you. Let's go to Caroline Ray for $300. Caroline Ray. True or false? Half of the human brain can be removed by surgery with no apparent effect on personality or memory.
I believe that is true. And let me introduce you to John Lovitz, everybody. Mr. John Lovitz.
Touche.
I think that this is strangely true.
I think she's right.
Strange yet true. Pay the man. Jesse with $1,500, keeping the heat on you, Dana. Back to you. Let's do it one more time, shall we, with that man, Bill Engvall. Oh, that tone, that is a very important tone for you, Dana. I'll tell you what that means. If you nail this question, you'll win the game, you'll take home that cash, and you'll go on for a shot at the big money, $5,000. That's a very sweet proposition. On the other side of that coin, if you happen to miss this, Jesse will take home that big shot of $5,000. So it all comes down to this. One question, one correct answer separates you from a shot at the big money. Are you ready?
Yes.
Bill, who was the first human in space?
The astronaut who thought that door was to the bathroom. We paid homage to this man. It's Neil Armstrong.
I think that he is right.
Yuri Gagarin.
Oh.
Yuri Gagarin was it. I'm so sorry to you. What that means, Jesse, however, congratulations, you are champion on Funny You Should Ask.
Appreciate you.
Let's give it up strong one more time for Dana here. Jesse, that $1,500, that's yours to keep. And when we come back, you know what's up. $5,000. Jesse in the driver's seat. We're going to do that coming back here on Funny You Should Ask. What a game. What a game.
If you'd like to be a contestant on Funny You Should Ask, go to funnyyoushouldask.tv and make it happen.
Need fast pain relief that won't make a mess? Just pick and roll.
Icy Hot Lidocaine No Mess. Desensitize aggravated nerves with max strength lidocaine.
Icy Hot.
Whether it's planned taco night or surprise pizza, Zantac works when you need it. It relieves or prevents heartburn in as little as 30 minutes and lasts up to 12 hours. Zantac. Eat your way, treat your way.
Winding down? Hard. Brushing teeth? Easy. New Act Kids toothpaste strengthens and protects developing teeth and helps prevent cavities. New Act Kids toothpaste.
It fell off the roof of my car.
It fell out of my backpack.
Oh, it fell off my grocery cart.
I tossed it to a really clumsy friend.
I tripped while jogging.
My 2-year-old had a temper tantrum.
It bounced down 2 flights of stairs.
No matter how you broke your smartphone, there's only one smart way to fix it. Batteries plus bulbs.
I dropped it on the floor, and he stepped on it.
Schedule your repair at batteriesplus.com.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Being empowered starts with getting informed, looking closer. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime. But many of us don't know there are different types of breast cancer with different characteristics. That was me. Learning about the specifics of my diagnosis gave me the confidence to make informed treatment decisions with my doctor. This meant everything to me and my family. So take another look. Ask another question. Learn more at notonetype.org.
Find out first at 4 with ABC 7 News at 4. First alert weather, breaking news, live updates, traffic hotspots, all at a new, more convenient time. Find out first at 4, weekdays on ABC 7.
Selfless service is the guiding principle of every Army National Guard soldier. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. To be an Army National Guard soldier is to serve something greater than yourself. Learn more at nationalguard.com.
I was on the fence about changing from a manual to an electric toothbrush, but my hygienist said going electric could lead to way cleaner teeth. She said get the one inspired by dentists, with the round brush head.
Go pro with Oral-B. Oral-B's gentle rounded brush head removes more plaque along the gum line for cleaner teeth and healthier gums. And unlike Sonicare, Oral-B is the first electric toothbrush brand accepted by the ADA for its effectiveness and safety.
What an amazing clean. I'll only use an Oral-B.
Oral-B. Brush like a pro.
Why settle for just clean when it could be finished? When clean just isn't clean enough, there's Finished. New Finish Quantum's 3-chamber technology combines to scrub, degrease, and shine. Switch to all new Finish Quantum.
To Funny You Should Ask. Jesse here, enjoying a very strong day. $1,500. That's very cool, right?
Yeah, it's great.
You want to know what's really cool? If you get through this round, you'll take home an extra $5,000, meaning $6,500 can be yours. Yeah. All right, this is how we do it. We ask you 3 questions. All 3 multiple choice. You nail all 3 of them, the extra money is all yours. I do warn, however, it gets a little tougher with each question to find that right answer. So take your time, think it through, and let's nail it. Are you ready, Jesse?
Yes, sir.
Crowd, let's give it to him one more time. Bring that positivity and love. Question 1 for the $5,000. Traditionally, if your boss gives you a gold watch, that means you are about to what?
Retire.
Be promoted.
Keep quiet about what you saw in the break room.
I think I'm gonna say retire.
Retire it is. That's a good smooth start. Very nicely done. There we go. One down. Question 2, Jesse. In The Wizard of Oz, what was the lion looking for?
Brains.
Courage.
A heart.
A gazelle with a limp.
If memory serves me, the Cowardly Lion was looking for courage.
Courage it is. The Cowardly Lion.
All right.
2 in the books.
All right.
1 correct answer stands between you and $5,000. Jesse, final question. A study conducted at the University of Rochester found that men are willing to spend more money on women who wear what?
Green clothing. Black clothing. Blue clothing.
Yellow clothing.
Red clothing.
No clothing.
One more time. Let's think it through for the money. A study conducted at the University of Rochester found men are willing to spend more money on women who wear what? Is it green clothing, black clothing, blue clothing, yellow clothing, red clothing, or John?
No clothing.
No.
My initial thought is that the color of passion would be red, so I'm gonna say red clothing.
Jumping right to it. You say red. Red clothing.
Red clothing.
Final answer for the $5,000 for the win and the big money. Red clothing it is! Yes! One man! That is Zoom Stone. Did not hesitate. $6,500. Major congratulations. A true champion on Funny You Should Ask. Comics, you guys are great as always, and thank you very much everyone for watching. Until next time here on Funny You Should Ask, please keep on smiling. Go say hello. You guys make great teammates.